This is Someone Named Dean. Gotta go out in less than 30 minutes, but let's try to play some video game before that. Okay, this is Norco. We're back at it again. It's been a couple days since I last played. I think. I don't know. Get busy a lot. Trying to remember what I even did last. So, yeah, let's hop to it. Looks like that. Oh, right. I remember now. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to bother summarizing what's going on because I realize I've been doing that a lot, and I have to make the assumption that if you're watching this, maybe you're following along. Maybe. But if you're not, let's just say there's a bit of conflict going on here. Game's beautiful, by the way. I love this. Well, I mean, don't like the fact that this guy's holding a disembodied head and that we're probably setting him up to get killed. You'll see in a second. But I love the sunset going on. The lighting. Really good colors going on. Yes, so we have his voice clip. And we're going to talk to you. I had a voice for him. What was it? It's probably this one.
How's it going tonight, folks?
Oh, it's, going great. Oh, by the way, check this out.
Let's see. Where is that voice clip? There's kind of like a scroll tab. Oh, there, I can just do this. Ah, here we go. I'm the one they call Ditch Man. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, dude. I think we're setting you up to get shot.
It's him. Where's he at?
Up there on the shipping container.
Knuckle. So, Chuck. Got a position. Where you at, Chuck? Up on the shipping container. Give him a little warning shot, why don't you? Say no more, Chuck.
I think that would scare everyone here. Probably. There's already enough tension as it is going on with all this conflict of interest.
Give the target a little scare, Chuck. Great work.
I thought you guys wanted to kill him.
The bastard got what he had coming to him for what he did to John. Nice one, Knuckle. You got it, Chuck.
Well, let's go take a look what happened. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is appropriate. Everyone left. That's totally within the realm of realism. Where's everybody go? One little gunshot and the place clears out. False Pawpaw. Yeah, so he's the guy we gave the head to. I can't. There's so much going on in this game right now. I have to not summarize it, but basically, he's just being overzealous and very fanatical of their new leader. While the guys over here, I assume, are part of the old crew. There's a changing of the guards. That's the right metaphor. Oh, geez. He's having a rough go. They shot Gooch? Oh, no. They shot Gooch. They shot Gooch. They were trying to shoot me? Where are they? Go away. Go away. They'll see me here. Just go away. Oof. Ah, shucks. Yeah, I guess everyone's here now. Weird hat guy. God, this sucks. This party is starting to make me freak out a bit. I mean, yeah. Well, is there really a party? I mean, it was a homemade rocket launch advertised on the internet in the middle of a silty swamp.
You again. You follow the mayhem, don't you?
Yeah, this guy was at that other party earlier on in the game when we were trying to get protagonist's mom's stuff back.
Why were you at Shield?
Because my daughter works there. It's the one night when I visit her without being seen.
Okay. Your daughter works there. I hope your daughter isn't the person who killed herself. Because that was a thing that happened. Ugh. Which I suspect we're going to get implicated for. But we'll see how this game goes. Hopefully not. We didn't do anything. We just want our dead mom's stuff back.
What brings you here?
I've been following along. Birds always watch. Haven't you noticed?
Both these answers seem appropriate. Maybe this bird is associated with that weird superduck virus, eldritch entity? Because apparently that's infected animals. And I'm assuming it was part of superduck's network before it started dying.
Following what along?
The affairs of this world are far larger than you could map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate, and they will shine for a while. But then they will burn up all the oxygen inside your skull.
Okay, cool. Cryptic.
Who are you?
Appropriate response there.
I'm a man dressed as a bird standing at the foot of a monument to stupidity and death. And you are a young woman without a face floating indifferently through a world stuck in time.
I guess it's a bit meta because as far as we know, she has a face, but we see her without a face for some reason, and I don't know why. I just assume that's just to be ambiguous, to allow her to be a bit of a self-insert, I guess. What about me? Do me.
You, detective, are allowed to sleep beside a toilet. Perhaps you work beside it as well, though there's been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts, so much so that you'll talk endlessly just to drown them out.
Huh. Damn, brah. Thought you was going to give me a fun one.
fun is it being you?
Ouch. Hey, fun fact. Did you know I could burp on command? I know. Gross, right? Why can I burp on command? I have a story for it, but I'm not going to tell you. Anyways. Let's go see how Gooch is doing. Gooch writhes in pain from a gunshot wound. You approach the injured guard as LeBlanc begins searching through his pockets. Oh, poor guy. The hell is this? Get off me. I already forgot what voice I did for this guy. Hey, he's shot, man. You trying to pickpocket a guy who just got shot? Yeah, brah. I guess I am. Someone needs to do something. Someone? LeBlanc turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while continuing to dig through his pockets with the other. Just rest, kid. Help's on the way. You called an ambulance? No, but somebody probably did. LeBlanc finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips it into his own. Good luck. Oh, poor guy. Just want to see. Nothing new there. Nothing new over here either, it looks like. Okay. Well. Oh, this area's cleared out too. Well, now we can go in. That's exciting. I feel like events are starting to ramp up and we're going to figure out what's going on. So, to our understanding, this cult had a changing of the leader. And they have our brother. And apparently our mom. But our mom's dead. So I'm going to assume the one they call Pawpaw, or Pawpaw in the flashbacks, but Ditchman, according to, I guess, the news broadcast we saw earlier, and from what people call him. I think he exhumed our mom's body, and yeah, we're gonna, it's probably gonna get a little weird. Just in case it gets a little weird. Just a reminder, I'm gonna slap that up there. There you go. Okay, keycard scanner. Well, luckily we got a keycard. The panel flashes green. Looks like it worked. Yep. This always been a dream of mine, getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everybody hard at work. Wonder if they even know about all the madness happening outside. Oh, and there's that orb. Hey, alright. Your little buddy came out to play. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that thing was making eyes at you. This guy. God damn. Wish somebody would kiss me like that one day. What you was doing while that thing was in your pocket? Eh, Kay? Kay? You alright? You not looking so hot. Got shaky knees? That kiss swept you off your feet? Uh-oh. You ain't looking so good.
Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness? Want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. Think they got sidewalks on the moon? Oh, LeBlanc, you're not helping. I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bodies do. The ghost bodies glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You alright, kid? You alright, kid? Alright.
Are we all right? Huh. Are we hallucinating? I think we are. I think this was at the mall. Oh geez, are we fighting right now? I guess so. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Oh, it just obliterates. Wow. I hope we're not actually hurting anyone. I'm wondering, I guess, yeah, we're gonna probably figure out what this all means in just a little bit. I'm sure we will. Actually, before I do this, let's do this. I think this will be a good little screenshot thing. Swap this one out. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this would be Kenner John, who was the original cult leader before that character named Ditchman / Pawpaw caused a little bit of discontentment, I guess. And I'm assuming beheaded him. I don't actually know what happened between him and Pawpaw, the character, but I'm assuming he got killed by that guy, and then he took over the place of their cult. Okay. So are we just hallucinating, or? Oh, that's the silhouette. That's the ghost of the person who killed herself. Yeah, it is. Some sort of weird vision we're having here. Oh, and this is that facility we broke into with Lucky, trying to get our mother's stuff back. We use this robot here. Sorry, I'm pointing at LeBlanc, but this robot here, we set on fire as a distraction to go to the estate that was there. Whoops. Oh, we're like actually destroying the place. That's kind of crazy. Ah. Ouch. Uh-oh. I'm not really good at the quick time events with the gun function here. A little bit better with the memorization puzzle with K here. A little better, not significantly, but oh, we're getting our butt kicked a bit. I appreciate the fact that this game has combat, even if it's not anything too fancy. I do appreciate it. I think it's kind of neat. It switches up the pacing of the game a bit, you know? Maybe they could have taken the elements a little bit farther, but then again, at the same time, it is primarily an adventure game. You probably don't want to put too much emphasis on that. But still, it's a nice little deviation from the routine of exploring and investigating. Ah. Okay. Just keep going higher and higher, I guess. Am I even able to save? I ask because I do have to get going soon. Oh boy. And I'm guessing this is representing Super Duck. And how it seems to be infecting the swampland around here. So, the orb was in the possession of Ken or John. Oh. And also was in the possession of Super Duck. In fact, Kay's mom, Catherine, took the orb from Ken or John to give to Super Duck. So I'm wondering if at some point we're also gonna fight a version of our protagonist's, mom. We'll see, we'll see. Oh jeez, there's a lot going on here. Oops. Okay. Oh, a head drive, I think. Definitely some psychedelic imagery here. I don't even know what to say. Super Duck, yeah. I hope at some... Oh, shucks, I messed it up. I hope at some point we find out why Super Duck came to be. And of course, I hope we find out what this orb is. It just seems to be some sort of superpowered MacGuffin. That a lot of people seem to want. Uh-oh. Yeah, I messed that up. Okay. Up we go. Nothing else here? Alright. Shepherd's Watch. Oh, we're by ourselves now. Looks like the mind map's been updated, but we'll look at that next time. Who's this? LeBlanc? Uh-oh. The detective is slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Uh-oh. Shucks. Who put a balcony on a spaceship? Yeah, are we still hallucinating, or did he actually get hurt? Oh boy. Did we do this? You know, I know he was a bit wacky, but I kind of liked him.
What happened to you?
Tried to tell you to turn around. Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, go. Just go. He was running around down there, just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually, I lost sight of you. Came up here to find you, but the old man... I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Oh, man.
Let's get you up.
Hell no. Don't touch me. Just go. And listen, okay? You see, Gus, don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. He might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal, like a big raccoon. Well, not a raccoon, just... He drifts in and out of consciousness. Just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me, and... Hell, I really think I'm dying, Kay. He takes hold of your arm. I can see the light and everything. Oh, jeez. The detective's breathing slows. He blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later, he releases you from his grip. Ah, oh, man. That sucks. I really liked him. Like, yeah, he rambled on, but I don't know, so do I. Shields light. Shields lights the distance beyond the lake. Oh boy. So is this the so-called spaceship? A lot going on here. A statue towers above you, arms extended, appendages projecting out like the naked shafts of feathers. Oh. There's two doors. Huh. Okay. You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. You retrace your steps in the darkness. The door opens automatically as you approach. Before I do that, I am going to save. Damn. I'm really a little disappointed about LeBlanc dying. I mean, yeah. He had your back. He was helping you. He was weird, but he was helping you. He was by your side. Now you're alone. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to hit the pause button because in a little bit here, I'm gonna head out with the kiddo and the wife, and we're gonna go visit some family, a city and a bit over, to do a little bit of a dinner thing with one of our many families. Maybe if I get back in time, I'll continue this tonight, just to see where the heck things are going, because it is kind of interesting. It's very interesting, actually. But if it's too late, I might just take it easy. I gotta go to work tomorrow, and yeah, well, how about I talk to you in a bit, okay? For you, it'll just be a couple seconds. For me, I don't know, anywhere between 3 to 16 hours, I guess. Maybe more. 24, I don't know. Let's find out. I'll see you in a bit, okay? Be right back. Hello? Hey, we're back. Hi. It's SomeoneNamedDean again. Did I do the book thing earlier where I'm like this? Yeah. Probably not. Okay, righto. I just got back in, maybe half an hour ago. Quickly prepped my son's lunch and did some dishes, tidied up a bit. We just got home from visiting family on my wife's dad's side, and had like I don't know what they call them. It's a Mennonite thing that side of the family makes. Crepes. It's good food. It's good food. Sausage, cheese, crepes. Both savory and sweet. Wonderful food. They're very kind people. Yeah, and I just took it easy because I'm just tired today. And of course, instead of resting and going to bed early, I'm gonna play some more video games for a little bit. Not too long. Okay, so we are looking at 2 doors here. Am I to assume that this is the rocket ship that the Garretts were making? And just has some sort of like fortress kind of thing going on? It's so strange. Okay, this is the door I was going to enter before I had to take off, so we're going to do it. You wandered to unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. Let's continue down the hallway. You take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter, your feet press soundlessly upon the ground. A few steps more, and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The walls become pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There's no gravity here where you are. In this vacuum, there are no walls. There is no ground. Beneath you, if you stare with patience, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. Huh. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refinery is alight in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight, and the bayous hide. Your house is silent tonight. You'll leave it behind tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Huh. Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in. The refinery bleeds through the window. You place your feet onto the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again. The ditches will fill again, and there will be no hiding from the floods in Death or anywhere else. Look at Monkey. Monkey smiles at you. His eyes widen and widen. All that remains of Monkey are his eyes. Peruse books.
Will you make it out alive?
You will live. And your brother might live as well. If you choose to save him, you'll drive the boat to the lake shore in Kenner. You'll walk to the I-10 on-ramp on Williams Boulevard. He will follow you, speaking in frightened and frustrated sighs. You'll say nothing to him as his cries become frantic, his face a mess of tears that leak out the red beads of his eyes. You won't return to this house with him. You'll never set foot in here again. You'll walk for miles back towards Texas until a man trailering horses gives you a ride. You'll take a job washing dishes for a while in El Paso while those little wars rage on in the desert. You'll join a caravan there and return to the pointless skirmishes and the shouting and chaos and fires and all the many stars for your refinery eyes. Again and again, you'll survive, alone. No cell phone, no messages from home, no Blake anymore, no mom, no million, no stuffed monkeys, not even friends from the war. You'll know he's there in Salt Lake because his smile is unmistakable, though he has grown younger with time. He'll watch you leave the diner, in no hurry to get up and follow behind. That's how it will be for you, alone with only the highways and the immortal man in your wake. Look out window. The wrens weave in and out of the night. They glow unnaturally. They speak in signals about each move you make. They watch closely after you look away. Guess we'll go to the bathroom. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside of the shower with water raining down on you. You cut the water and exit, toweling off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. You wipe the steam from its surface to see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes and coarse hair curled wildly at its ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the pictures when she smiled besides blue. You step away from the mirror, but the reflection remains. You finish drying and throw the towel into the floodwater, dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. Your reflection in the mirrors decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouth wills itself to survive. Which is basically the portrait that you have as your character in the game. Kitchen. Cockroaches scatter from your footfalls. They feed on the crumbs and medication spilled across the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. You open the microwave door, and there is the head from the lake, eyes closed, like the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The laundry room scares you, has always scared you. Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. He clutches a towel tightly, nervously. I wanted to be around, he says. No, it's not that what happened, but it's what I wanted. He waits for you to respond.
I did too.
You were too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all. Like I was never there. Not blaming you for it, just the way it happened to be. He puts his hand on the wall, and the wall begins to dissolve. You just don't think that. He looks down at the water spreading across the linoleum tiles. That it'll get bad, but when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it. I don't know. I just wished I was there. That's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs your father as the wall rematerializes before you and the laundry room drops into the depths of Greater New Orleans. Orleans? Sorry. As the night proceeds on, I lose the capacity to talk. More than usual, anyways. Don't know if we ever went in Blake's room. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up. He says, he's irritated. ... You respond. He frowns deeper. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs. You shrug. You give something like a wave as you depart from the door. Blake falls into a lake of stars. The water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here. A bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. You look at the picture. She's young, perhaps your age. Long brunette hair, olive skin. He's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls away, and so does the room. Your mom sits on the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. Sit beside her. You sit down on the couch and force her attention. When she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face.
I wish you'd have come just a little sooner.
She says, and takes your hand.
I thought maybe we'd have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it.
I wanted to.
That's what I hoped.
She smiles.
Just that you wanted to.
She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her sleeve. She looks down at her feet.
It's flooding.
You nod.
All right. Well, I should.
She gets up without another word and walks out of the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. And then here's that secret office we found. The ladder rattles in the closet of the hidden room as you descend into the floodwater. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water surface. As you trudge towards her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it in a gasp of electricity.
Hey, you're awake.
She says, a sphere of flickering light strobes behind what remains of her face.
I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. He tried to kill me.
Her head shivers. She attempts to stand in the floodwaters but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pool.
Do you see? Broken.
Her gestures become small and erratic, spasms animated by a deep current of anguish.
You have seen what's inside my mind. A grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments, the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. This is what it can be like in an artificial light.
She lifts her hand from the floodwaters and pokes at her processing core, suspended in a delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate.
Here is where the hunter lives.
She says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine.
This is where he listened to your mother. These stars.
She swats the flaking bits of strengthened glass that decorate the rim of her face.
Are his eyes.
She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises to find her neck.
What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize?
The water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak in indecipherable static. Soon there is no more robot left to flood. You swim You swim through the black water towards the light of the attic as the room sucks down into the suburban depths. Million's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float in the vacuum of the New Orleans sky. Yeah, Million was an interesting character, and it's a shame that... it's a shame she died. Guess we'll do the door on the left. See where this takes us. That sequence there just made me a little bit sad for some reason. I think... I don't know. The whole sequence with Kay talking to her mom just tugged at my heartstrings a bit. This is the office where, yep. Laura St. Clair. Bet this is Thomas St. Clair. And I bet Million was saying that Thomas St. Clair was watching her. Or sorry, not watching her, but watching Catherine through Million. I don't know who this is. Is this Pawpaw? Huh.
Kay, did you come to watch the flames with your papa? I hope you don't mind me being here, inside this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hoped we might have a word together before our journey begins. I've lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I've watched the plantation land become machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. This refinery was a time bomb with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow. I left behind a servo motor behind in the box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rocks. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, Blue was gone. No trouble for us anymore.
Huh. I guess this person killed our dad? Is this Thomas St. Clair? Is this our grandfather? Who is this dude?
What are you?
I am what they say I am. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of those desert wastes and across steppes and oceans to this place, cast from each illusion of hope, a promise I kept with the young man. A kingdom for this earth it could never be. We sat all of us in the shed among the figs where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried his seed pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there." And so I will, you see.
You're delusional.
We who walk this earth forever, yes, we have all lost our minds. But our brethren awaits us in the sky. That I know to be true.
Why my family?
Because you are the last of his line. After you, there will be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed, as many do when confronted with the truth.
What did she find?
A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide and protect us as we fly. I have made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your other brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of her throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave the sins of this world behind.
Maybe it might be time to review this. Super Duck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in La Branche have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of the superduct network. You infer that the network's decay is the result of a luminous sphere vomited up by a superduct node in the lake. Okay. Something in the lake. Your mom saw something in the lake.
Pawpaw wants it. Pawpaw believes the orb will guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. Superduck ate it. Maybe Superduck consumed the vessel of light to gain power of wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end.
So still no Thomas St. Clair.
The head that you discovered in light belonged to a man named John, once leader of the Garretts. He was beheaded by Ditchman. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to a spacecraft deep in the wetlands that surround Lake Pontchartrain. The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He has beheaded Kenner John, hijacked his homebrewed spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. He claims to have planted a bomb in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Yikes.
Well, if I wasn't able to piece things together, that explained it. And we're never going back there. Oh. Yep. Well, I don't know how close we are to the end of the game, but as much as I want to continue, I gotta go to bed. So, shucks, this isn't... Man, I want to keep playing, but we're gonna save it. Okay, well, next time we may beat this game, or maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of ramping up to that conclusion, but we'll see. Feel like there's still maybe a couple elements. We haven't really dealt with Thomas St. Clair. Haven't bumped into Lucky. Maybe there's more to this game still. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, you take care of yourself, okay? You have yourself a fantastic day, afternoon, night, evening. And thank you for tuning in. I know whenever I do these, my quality is all over the place. My voices are all over the place. My ability to speak is totally dependent on how much coffee and sleep I've had, which usually leans on too much coffee and too little sleep. But regardless of my excuses, appreciate you being here. Anyways, like I said, you take care of yourself, okay? And next time, we're gonna figure out what the heck's going on with this spaceship, which is way more grandiose than I was expecting. But until then, whenever and wherever you are, take care. Hi, greetings. I am someone named Dean. This is me right here. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing well. It's a Friday for me. Work was good. Kind of calm, relaxing, getting caught up on the air and electrical side of things. Also reorganized my department a little bit, which was very satisfactory. Stuff just piles up sometimes in the warehouse setting. Sometimes things just sit around and there's no one assigned to take care of it. And you know what? I just decided to take care of it myself, as well as implement some safety things here and there, you know, safety chains and all that for just stuff just kind of sitting around precariously that could be better. And it was good. Felt good. Felt good to actually get some stuff done. But anyways, here we are. This is Norco. Maybe the finale, maybe not. Let me get rid of this title card screen. Just experimenting with the idea of having the title card at the beginning of the video. We'll see. I don't know. Sometimes I just like doing whatever comes to mind, so I don't know if I want to be completely structured, seeing as I'm not a professional Let's Player with a proper structure anyways, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you're having a good day today. Let's figure out what's going on. I'd love to summarize what's going on for you. It's really hard to explain. There's a lot going on. I don't think I can. Not efficiently and properly anyways. But, well, we found out what happened to our mother's exhumed corpse, I believe. We found her missing brother. And I'm pretty sure this crazy guy is in some way responsible for exhuming our mother and maybe arranging our brother to get kidnapped because he seems to be overzealous about us. And it all has to do with this orb thing that has some sort of weird infinite power, I guess, or something. We don't really even know what it is, and I think we're going to find out this episode.
The sphere hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion.
Weird. It's her brother. He's looking like he's in a bad state. For some reason, the game, when it comes to the protagonist and her brother, the faces are kept abstract. I'm guessing it's a deliberate choice. I don't know why, but it's interesting.
Blake writhes desperately in the chair. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember.
Oh, this is Pawpaw. Jeez. He's looking a little nuts.
We've waited only a short while for you, child. And yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. You have brought your mother's ring, the jewel of the Magdalene, your inheritance. The beauty and goodness and virtue of this moment floods my ancient heart. Take your seat, Kay. Be with your family.
He's crazy. Pretty sure he's Ditch Man here. There you go. That's a summary right there. And I read this last time, but I'm going to read it again.
The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He has beheaded Kenner John, hijacked his homebrewed spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. He claims to have planted a bomb in S.H.I.E.L.D's catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago.
I mean, there's definitely something sci-fi and magical going on in the setting. I mean, I know there's sort of a visual representation with Kay and Blake having like these abstract faces going on, but I do feel like there's something with everyone's eyes seeming to glow. I don't know if that's just because we're in the future or whatever. Very dystopian future at that, but I guess we need to sit. Can we help our brother?
You make your way towards Blake. Oh, shit. Papa immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle before casually returning to his place at the altar. I would never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know what's best. Please, come and have a seat with your family.
Well, thou must sit. I don't think we can go anywhere else. Hey. LeBlanc is gone. Maybe he did survive. More on that later, I guess. Sit. Is this going to be the ending choice? Are we at the end of the game here? I don't really want to sit. I don't really think I have a choice. I don't even think I can access any items or save or anything. Yep. Okay, we're gonna sit. You approach the chair and glance over to Blake. He watches with dreadful, panicked eyes. You sit.
Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You will be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits.
Pawpaw raises the transceiver in his hand.
Garrett, my boy. Garrett, come in, boy. Bruce, answer me. Did your daddy call you home? Bruce? Bruce? Not to worry, Kay. Be with your family. I will return shortly. And then it will be time. Only a moment. This chamber is yours, and there's no leaving it now. Not for you. Not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes. Settle in.
Pawpaw walks quickly out of the room and through the steel doors at the end of the hall. You immediately spring from your seat. So, Bruce is a person that, we kind of sent home, but I knew to do that from playing as Catherine during a flashback where we met his dad. And he was like, oh yeah, if only I could say this thing to him. And we recorded it on our phone. And then later on, as we're playing with Kay, I say later on, as we're playing with her, you get your mom's phone. I was like, hey, I'm going to hold on to this voice clip and play it for him when I find him next, because that's the video game thing to do. So I did that. And I guess it's a good thing I did, because I found him and played it, and then I guess he wasn't at the control center. So did I just change the ending in some way? I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm wondering if that choice had an impact or not. You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of ropes and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As you peel the tape from his face, he lets out a helpless and exaggerated cry of terror. You see it all in your brother's eyes. You see him exiting the rideshare outside the bar. You see the boys in the van. They wait a breath before they jump out and grab him. He screams. He panics. They throw a bag over his head and repeatedly hit him with small, extendable batons until they're certain he's unconscious. There is darkness, color, blood, screams, light. He's in a chair. Not here. Down below. Beyond the door, a riot is unfolding. A gunshot. The sounds of crowds. The old man sits there before him, applying mascara with a small pocket mirror. His face is covered in little plastic jewels. They crack and peel from his face as he smiles.
Blake,
He says,
you're awake.
The others turn away as he begins to laugh. No. You wrap your arms around your mom's corpse and lift her from the throne. She's even lighter than you expected. She feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and myrrh. Oh, man. This is so sad. Your mom, decayed in your arms, Smells of myrrh masking an intensely sour odor. Guess the orb's not coming with us? Oh, good, the orb is coming with us. We don't know what the orb is. Yeah, we gotta leave. I don't know how. Jump? Guess we really don't have a choice, eh? I think we gotta do it. Yep, we're gonna do it. You approach the railing. Uh-oh. We finished the game. You dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediment of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down in the bayou, dragging her along with you. Blake swims desperately towards land, and for a while you do too, until the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, wearing a broken frown. The expression deepens into something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. The ark begins to lift from the ground, sluggishly. With great effort, you hear cries from somewhere in the swamp. Screams, angry protestations. All at once, the towering piece of machinery tilts away from you and collapses violently. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. You struggle to swim through the depths while hugging your mom with one arm. At last you arrive at the bank, gasping as you pull her from the water. Blake emerges from the flickering shadows and hoists the corpse awkwardly over his shoulder as you gain your footing in the mud. The terror has now left his face. The two of you stumble towards the refinery that burns on the horizon. Cool. Well, we beat the game. I might just have to slap this on the last episode, because I wasn't expecting to, beat this. I'm just gonna quickly look up the endings. I'm just curious what there is. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess there's an ending where the spaceship can go off. And there's also an ending where you can just jump away but leave Blake there. Which is worse. Oh. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, my thoughts are this. I really did enjoy Norco, and I wish there was a little bit more at the end here. I kind of wanted a bit more with, well, Super Duck. I wanted to see what would happen with Dallas in that. I was kind of curious what was going on with that, but I guess Super Duck's just dead. Duck is dying, so he's probably going to be dead. LeBlanc maybe lived because his body was missing. That's just me being hopeful. I'd like to think he did. He was he was a funny character. I kind of wish there was more context and stuff with Million, as well as a little bit more with the Thomas St. Clair character that's alluded to. It kind of sets a motivation for things going on, I guess, with Laura St. Clair and all that. But yeah, that would have been neat. I don't feel like replaying and getting the bad ending, so I won't do that. But yeah, I think those are my thoughts. Other than that, aspects of the game I like are, well, I like the double kind of viewpoint narrative of playing as your character's mother, and then, of course, the character herself. I did enjoy the combat aspects of the game. It was kind of entertaining to break up the pacing. I wish we got to see Lucky again. He was also a good character too. Yeah, maybe that's my only complaint. I wish the game just had a little bit more, not too much. Maybe more of a happy reunion, but I guess it's as good as it's gonna get, you know? It's just the whole world is kind of just sad and gritty, and I think that's just it. At least you get to save your brother. And events from, well, your character revisiting the house one last time, I guess that's how it ends for your character, all alone in the end, but yeah, shucks. I played this off the heels of Kentucky Route Zero. I don't know which one is better. I feel like Kentucky Route Zero hit me a bit differently, but this game hits me in the sense that you have a protagonist with a mother who has cancer and is dying, and my mom is dealing with cancer and all that right now, so that kind of hits me in some ways. So I got to give it props for that. And yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on this developer. So I guess we'll end it here. If I can think of anything else, I will definitely add it to the end of this recording here. But for now, I think that might be it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what to play next. I guess that's something for another day, perhaps. Well, until then, I'll see you later. You take care of yourself. You have a good day, afternoon, evening, night. And thank you for being here. I should just do this. And then get rid of that. Get rid of that. No, wait. I could keep that. Oh, no. You know, I think I put up the episode number, and I don't think I even changed it. I think I just slapped up, yeah. There we go. Okay. That'll have to do. Hey, greetings. I decided to pop in the game for a couple seconds here, just to add some closing thoughts, because yesterday I was playing it. It was really late. I guess the ending kind of snuck up on me and I didn't quite know how to feel. But I think that's just the result of expecting to play the game more last night. As I went to bed and thought about the game a bit more, I realized I'm very satisfied with this game. It's a very good game. I think my desire to want to continue playing it is based solely on the fact that I enjoyed it so much. And then I realized yesterday I was wishing, there should have been more elements with like Super Duck or, Thomas St. Clair and all that stuff. But I think really the story was told. It told the story that it needed to and wanted to. It's very much a fractured family type of story, It's a very personalized one. Maybe in some ways like Kentucky Route Zero, a bit of a tragedy where everyone kind of affects each other in some way, but in the end, I guess, I don't know, the big corporations aren't affected by anything, and basically the main characters are just, I don't know, worse off, I suppose, than the onset, perhaps. And it's also like Kentucky Route Zero, a bit of a tragedy. I mean, you have this crazy, zealous, religious guy who's basically been influencing your character's life for some time because he was just obsessed with your family's lineage for some reason. Killed your dad, kidnapped your brother, took over a cult, exhumed your mother's corpse, basically became the big bad of the story, and has always been obsessed, I guess, with you and your family. And yeah. And I was describing how I felt like the Super Duck stuff wasn't really established, but it was. This is a dystopian future, and I expected Super Duck to kind of expand and grow more powerful, but I guess that's just not the route it went. Head drives are a thing in this setting where it seems like if you want, you can leave your loved ones a virtual, I guess, image of yourself. It seemed like Catherine wanted to do that. It seemed like Duck was trying to do that. And then for Duck, it backfired and spawned Super Duck, which may or may not be influenced by something in the lake being in the vicinity. It's kind of a bit mysterious to me. I might have missed how it mutated and grew so powerful. But something happened where I guess part of his personality in the head drive split off and became some sort of sentient eldritch abomination that just wanted to keep growing. And I don't know, maybe that's just kind of an element that can be explored in a future game, because I feel like this could be expanded upon. Maybe not necessarily with the family here, but there's a lot going on in the setting that I think I'd like to see in a sequel. When you have the vision of her possible future, as well as, the beginning of the game that describes what she did during her absence away from her family. It describes like a dystopian, well, America, I guess, or world, really. Like, they're definitely in the future, but it doesn't seem like it because, while the rich are definitely in the future, the lower class is not. They're dealing with a house that keeps flooding all the time and having to fix their motorcycle and truck and stuff like that. And I do wish there was a little bit more with Million. It's kind of established that Million was a family member that Catherine adopted because Million didn't want to be, I guess, a security robot, but at the end of the day was always forced to do Thomas St. Clair's bidding. And I guess that's as far as his influence this story goes. It seems like everyone wanted this orb, everyone wanted its power, its mystery, its potential, and yeah, maybe there might be a sequel one day? I don't know, I'm just theorizing. I feel like there could be more content to this. Maybe not necessarily in Norco with the setting of this game, but maybe somewhere else, and I love to see it. So I think that's my closing thoughts there. And I also appreciate this mind map. It's a nice little reminder of how things are going about in the game and everyone's connection to each other, and you can kind of look at it and see how everyone in some way has affected one another based on their grouping. This is all associated with Shield. It's all associated with Duck or Super Duck. And I guess this is kind of like, well, aspects of the cult. I mean, I know the Garretts are here, but... And then, of course, your immediate family. And I guess family friends, well, other than the abstract memories of your dad and your grandfather. Well, yeah. That's good. Okay. Now I guess we move on to something else. I have no idea what to play. I keep buying... I keep seeing games super cheap on sale and keep buying it. Maybe Citizen Sleeper is a game I might want to check out. I hear it's a lot like Disco Elysium, which is another game I really, really enjoyed. But I don't know. Maybe I should play something a little different than story games. More on that later. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in again. You take care of yourself, and yeah, we'll catch up later. And yeah, I highly recommend Norco if you like adventure, investigation, point-and-click style games. It was a good romp, and I really did enjoy it.